Hey, what's up guys? Randy Rector here, back at you with another video. And in today's video, we'll be checking out the Sony WH-1000XM4. WH-1000XM4. WH. Well, the long-awaited update to the Mark IIIs is here. Let's call them the Mark IIIs, these being the Mark IVs. So what's new in the Mark IVs? Well, not a whole lot actually, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The Mark IIIs were really great headphones. In fact, so great that they could have such a bad name and get away with it. These do come in two different colors still, black with gold accents, as well as this off-white, which they call silver, also with gold accents. It's really more of a beige or a nude color. It still ships with a matching 3-foot headphone cable, a very, very short USB-A to USB-C cable, and an airplane adapter in case you're still flying in 1995, as well as this carrying case, which is actually pretty nice. It's got a little spot for some papers or cables in the back. It's not the most robust case, so you wouldn't want to, be throwing this in your luggage or anything, but it'll work well in a backpack, something like that. These headphones come in at a whopping $499 Canadian, which is about $349 US. And that's actually driving down the price of the Mark IIIs about $50 to $100 depending on where you buy them. These headphones definitely aren't cheap, but they do pack a very serious punch. So let's go over some of the features and then we'll talk about what's new and exciting about these headphones and why you might want to consider upgrading either from the Mark IIIs or from another pair of headphones that you use. All right, let's drill down some of the specs. So you'll get about 30 hours to a charge with the tech on, or if you turn off the additional tech like the noise canceling and the speech recognition, you can get about 38 hours. But I'd recommend, for the difference of 8 hours, if you can live on a 30-hour battery, I would definitely recommend keeping the tech on. Now, as I mentioned, it does charge from a USB-A to C cable. Something to note is that these adapters, these little iPhone adapters, don't have enough juice to power it. Although if you plug it into a computer or into a USB that's on like a power bar or something like that, that'll have enough to power it. These headphones also support multi-device connectivity with Bluetooth 5.0. This is great. This is probably the best feature of these headphones in my opinion. You can use your laptop and listen to Spotify, and then when you get a phone call, you can take the call without having to unpair from your computer and repair to your phone. And between this and NFC, you can pair really quickly without having to menu dive. There's also this 360-degree sound mode, which basically you take the app and you film around your head, and it supposedly will take like a profile of your ear shape and build a sonic profile based on the shape of your ears or something like that. For whatever reason, we couldn't get it to work. My wife and I tried for a while and it kept saying like, turn your phone more sideways or like, please tilt your phone, move your phone slower. It was very buggy. I don't know if it was buggy or if it was just complete user error, but it was a little confusing. Will be really cool if that actually works and does something. I'm anxious to see, but as of right now, we haven't got it set up properly. If you put your hand over your right ear, it's gonna turn on the ambient sound, which will basically allow you to talk like you're not wearing headphones. Inside the left ear cup here, we have wearing detection. So when you take them off, the music will stop playing. One nice thing about these last two features is that they don't just mute it, they actually pause the music, which is really great, especially if you're listening to like a podcast or something like that. You won't have to lose your spot every time you take off your headphones to, get your coffee or whatever. It's gonna keep your spot. The touch functionality on the side is apparently upgraded from the Mark IIIs. I do find it a little bit difficult to use. I know sometimes it was doing a little bit different functions than I thought that I was. It's a little difficult to kind of maneuver on such a small little surface, but it's pretty cool and it does all the basic functions that you'd want. These headphones do support Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, and when you're connected to the headphones, you can speak to Siri as well through them. Additionally, there's a speech to chat function that's been improved with these apparently that will allow the device to hear your voice specifically, and it's gonna lower the volume whenever you talk. All right, so let's chat a bit about the noise canceling. Oh, sorry. Let's chat a little bit about the noise canceling. So these are actually pretty darn good. I don't have the Mark IIIs to compare to, but apparently these have been updated over the Mark IIIs to just be a bit more active with the noise canceling. They are insanely good. The world disappears when you put them on. I haven't been able to use these on a plane yet because, well, but with how well these handle car noise and ambient noise and stuff like that, I think these will be really awesome on a plane. So I would traditionally use these on planes, which are like my custom molded in-ears. And they're great for noise cancellation because they literally take the shape of your ear and completely block out any sound. Like they're not just like foam. These are like hard plastic that are like shaped to the shape of my ear. So it's really nice, but one of the challenges is that you do get a bit of pressure built up in behind them. So occasionally your music starts to sound really thin and then you have to like move them and you can kind of like feel the pressure come out. So it's just a bit uncomfortable. I'm anxious to try these because these will be much more of a comfortable plane ride. No pressure building up, but you still get the advantage of not hearing that plane noise constantly. So I think these are gonna be awesome to travel with. So do you need to upgrade your headphones? Well, if you're coming from the Mark IIIs, these are actually pretty darn similar. These have about a 10% thicker band, that's what I was reading, 10% more padding. The multi-device support, if you can live without that, you're probably gonna just be fine with the threes, as well as the wearing detection and the better voice detection. Those aren't deal breakers in my opinion, but definitely nice to have. If you're comfortable without that multi-device support, the threes are probably the way to go because they're $100 cheaper. But if you are looking to upgrade, these guys here are probably the best headphones on the market right now, at least in my opinion. As far as bleeding edge technology crammed into a single device, the form factor, the comfort, the style, these are definitely, again, in my opinion, the best headphones on the market. Well guys, that's it for me. I hope that this video was exceptionally helpful for you. And if it was, please feel free to gently tap that like button down below. It really does help me out. And of course, we'll see you guys in the next one.